No. All right.
Mod 4, Part A, Take 1.
All right, that's going. Hello, speakers. Welcome to Mod 4. We are going to be talking about Fight to Be Positive. Boy, this is something useful for speakers, for everyone really, but for speakers, anyone who puts themselves into a super stressful situation on a regular basis could use this module. So it goes like this. What word do you think I want you to underline in Fight to Be Positive? So when I ask my sessions, when I ask my audiences, my participants, almost everyone is at this point shouting out the answer because I've been teaching people to learn out loud, to live out loud, which is something we're going to talk about going forward. And almost everyone feels full of confidence at that point, and they shoot up their hand or they shout or they yell. Positive, that's the word. If you're going to choose a word at a Fight to Be positive is the word, right? And they're all so excited and happy, and I get so happy, and so it's so much fun at this point for me to be like, you guys, that would be the perfect word because I love being positive, but that's wrong. It's not the word I want you to focus on. The word I want you to focus on, circle, underline, star, glitter, put all arrows around it, is fight. Fight to be positive, because it turns out our human default response when we are under stress, okay, anytime we are under stress, our human default response is to be negative. Okay, our bodies respond to stress like a caveman does. Okay, that's our evolution. We respond like we learned to stay alive in the jungle and on the savannah. When we are under stress, we have three responses. We either fight, we either flight, or we freeze, right? So we either fight, we run away, or we freeze. Those are our three responses that we've learned through evolution. Now, it's not okay, it's not good to have those three responses, the only responses you have when you're under stress. Today, in this world, we are not dealing with saber-toothed tigers anymore. We are dealing with, a civilization. So we want to fight back against our fight, flight, or freeze instinct. And when I'm talking about this, it's an instinct. It's our normal, human, automatic, default response to stress is to get negative. This is neuroscience, okay? This is what neuroscience is teaching us. When we feel stress, or, this is an interesting point, when we don't get enough sleep, which our body interprets exactly the same way. So I don't get enough sleep, our body thinks stress. I'm in a stressful situation, our body thinks stress. And when it thinks stress, it thinks fight, flight, or freeze. So we want to fight to be positive because our normal response is negative, all right? I like to think of it this way. When I'm under stress, any of us are under stress, we have increasing amounts of pressure that are put on us. Increasing amounts of pressure, of stress that's pushing and pushing like this. And at a certain point, whether you want it or not, things are going to start squirting out of you. Okay, toxic, I call them like our own personal emotional cocktail. All like whatever our go-to emotions are when we're under pressure, those are the things that are going to squirt out of us. The things that we don't want to put out into the world, right? These are not the things like, oh, I'm super happy and I'm super helpful and I'm super wonderful and generous. Those are not the things that squirt out of us when we're under super stress. It's the dark, negative, nasty parts of ourselves, the parts of ourselves that the moment they squirt out, we wish we could grab and pull back in and stuff into a dark corner that no one ever sees, including us. Those things are what I'm talking about. So for me, you guys have your own personal unique cocktail. My personal unique cocktail is I have a lot of anger. I have a lot of frustration. I have a lot of irritation and annoyance. I'm very impatient. So these are the things that come to the surface and squirt out of me when I'm under this amount of stress that allows and activates my own personal toxic emotional cocktail. So if we don't want that happening, we've got to fight back with the positive. When we find ourselves feeling negative, when we're under stress, we need to start thinking, oh, this is not a sign of me having a problem. This is not a personality issue that I'm having. Oh, this is, a character flaw or a sign of, weakness that I have that other people don't seem to have. Instead, we need to recognize that this is a human response. That the response that you have, even though it's unique and your own emotional cocktail is going to push out in your own unique way, it is still a human response to this type of pressure, to get negative, to have these negative parts of ourselves squirt out into the world. So we fight back with the positive. All right, so let me tell you a story, and we're going to come back and tell this story. This is, again, one of my favorite stories to tell. I've got a couple of them, and we're going to come back and tell that one after this.